Two, all you.
All right, who here likes to ride roller coasters? Everybody? Everybody. All right, you like the rush that you get after riding the huge one with all the spins and stuff? All right, some people like to get that rush in other ways by taking drugs, which is not a good thing. It harms your body. And today I'm going to tell you why not to do crack cocaine, so listen up. All right, cocaine. It's a psychostimulant found in the coca plant. It's extracted and it can be taken either intravenously, which is injecting with a needle, or you can snort it or smoke it. It gives you an extreme exhilaration like the monks on the roller coaster there. They're having a lot of fun. And here's a little video on kind of what it does to your brain and what the effects are a little bit.
Our brains are composed of networks of billions of tiny nerve cells. Signals race around these networks, crossing the gap between the nerve cells using chemical messengers. One network is dedicated to making us feel good when we do something that is essential to survival, such as eat, drink, or have sex. Normally, when this network is activated, the nerve cells in it release the feel-good chemical messenger, dopamine. Dopamine travels across the gap from one nerve cell to receptors on its neighbor, triggering a chain reaction which makes you feel good. This dopamine then returns to the nerve cell that released it for further use. Cocaine hijacks the feel-good network in the brain. It causes huge increases in the amount of dopamine throughout the network, flooding the brain with feel-good chemicals. And it also stops the dopamine returning to the nerve cells that have released it, meaning more and more builds up.
Cocaine blocks something called the dopamine transporter. And what that does is it mops up dopamine that sits in space between two cells. And if that reuptake is blocked, what you get is an awful lot of dopamine floating around the space.
The flood of dopamine sends the feel-good network in the brain into overdrive, producing a sense of euphoria and self-assurance, making the user more animated and talkative.
Alright. That just explains a little bit how cocaine affects your brain and how it makes you feel good. And these are some of the facts. It makes your pupils dilate, it increases your heart rate, and it can actually lead to cardiac arrest, and gives you tremors and twitches. Those are some of the minor ones, kind of. And the effects on the bodies, you can get a heart attack, heart disease, kidney failure, sudden strokes, stomach ulcer, nasal deformation. And if that sounds good to you, then I guess go ahead and do cocaine, but I'm not going to do it anytime soon. After effects. After you get that really high feeling of extreme exhilaration, you go into depression a little bit. You start to get addicted to the drug. You have difficulty concentrating. It's really hard to be pleased with yourself after that because it's such a high feel. Gives you tremors and chills, increased craving for it. This is a clip a little bit from Forrest Gump. It might be a pretty interesting movie for you, but it really has a lot of good historical facts, and this is part of what Jenny goes through is cocaine addiction, and it kind of really depresses her about it. here shows some of the drugs that she was doing, and cocaine was one of them. And this shows that she was really depressed after it. She wanted to commit suicide. She wanted to jump off the building. And that's just one of the side effects of doing crack cocaine. Cocaine also restricts your blood flow to some tissue, and it'll actually cause your tissue to be eaten away after a while.
Shut up! Seriously?
Yeah.
That
That's-
top one?
Yeah, that's one of the extreme effects that can actually happen.
Does the dude have a nose left after snorting all that?
It's probably not. Go ahead. I'm sorry for not warning you. I forgot I put that in there. But even the Ninja Turtles want you to stay drug-free and stay healthy. And that's it.